James Wilson, a 71-year-old retired teacher from Ohio, passed away quietly in his sleep last Tuesday. His family was devastated, especially because James seemed perfectly healthy. Just the day before, he'd been playing with his grandchildren, tending to his garden, and planning a fishing trip for the weekend. No major health issues, just a typical evening routine. But he never woke up. The medical examiner later suggested that certain sleep-related factors likely contributed to his passing. What most seniors don't realize is that after 70, specific bedtime habits become significantly more dangerous. What you do in those final hours before bed could be silently putting your health at risk. If you're over 60, please leave your city in the comments below and subscribe to receive potentially life-saving information. The first dangerous habit might surprise you. It's something millions of seniors do every single night without realizing the risk. As we age, our bodies undergo significant changes that most of us rarely discuss, especially when it comes to sleep. After 70, your heart beats differently during rest, your breathing patterns shift, and even your body's ability to regulate temperature changes dramatically. These normal transitions make the nighttime hours surprisingly vulnerable for seniors. Today, I'm going to share 4 critical bedtime habits that become genuinely dangerous after 70. These aren't just minor concerns, they're habits directly linked to serious health events like strokes, heart attacks, and yes, even sudden passing during sleep. I've consulted with leading geriatric specialists and reviewed the latest research to identify which nighttime routines put seniors at the highest risk. What might surprise you most is how seemingly harmless these habits appear. In fact, the 4th habit is something I personally did for decades without realizing I was gradually increasing my risk with each passing year. The good news? Medical researchers have discovered that simple adjustments to your nightly routine can dramatically reduce these risks. I urge you to stay with me through all 4 habits, especially if you or someone you love is approaching or past 70. The information could quite literally save a life. If you recognize any of these habits in your routine, type "aware" in the comments below. Now let's start with the most shocking habit that affects nearly 60% of seniors every single night. Habit number 1, sleeping in the wrong position. Most people never give a second thought to how they position themselves in bed. You find what's comfortable, close your eyes, and drift off. But after 70, the position you sleep in becomes critically important, far more than most seniors realize. As we age, our bodies undergo significant changes that transform an innocent sleeping position into a potential health hazard. The muscles that support your airways naturally lose tone. Your chest wall becomes less flexible, reducing your lung capacity by up to 30%. Even your cardiovascular system changes, with blood vessels becoming less elastic and more susceptible to pressure. These normal age-related changes mean that how you position your body during those 7 to 8 hours of sleep can dramatically impact your health. The consequences of the wrong sleeping position can be severe. Take back sleeping, for instance. While comfortable for many, it allows gravity to pull your relaxed tongue and soft palate backward, partially blocking your airway. This can lead to obstructive sleep apnea, where your breathing repeatedly stops and starts. Each pause strains your heart as oxygen levels drop, triggering stress hormones that raise blood pressure. Over time, this nightly strain increases your risk of atrial fibrillation, heart failure, and stroke, all while you're seemingly peacefully asleep. Consider Richard Thompson, a 76-year-old retired postal worker from Naples, Florida. For years, Richard slept flat on his back, believing it was best for his spine. His wife noticed his heavy snoring and occasional gasping, but they both dismissed it as normal aging. After experiencing increasingly severe morning headaches and afternoon fatigue, Richard finally saw a specialist. A sleep study revealed severe sleep apnea. He was stopping breathing 47 times per hour. His cardiologist later confirmed that this nightly oxygen deprivation had contributed to developing atrial fibrillation, putting him at high risk for stroke. Dr. Eleanor Madison, Director of Geriatric Sleep Medicine at Johns Hopkins, explains, "The position we sleep in affects virtually every system in our body, from our brain's waste removal processes to our digestive tract function. For seniors especially, sleeping position isn't just about comfort. It's a critical health factor that many physicians unfortunately fail to discuss with their patients." So what can you do? The most beneficial position for most seniors is left side sleeping. This position maximizes oxygen flow, reduces pressure on your heart, and even helps your digestive system process evening medications more efficiently. If you've been a lifelong back or stomach sleeper, transition gradually by starting on your side, but placing a firm pillow behind your back to prevent rolling. A medium firm pillow between your knees can relieve hip pressure and help maintain proper spinal alignment. For those with arthritis or joint pain, try a body pillow that runs the length of your torso. It provides support without creating pressure points. If shoulder discomfort makes side sleeping difficult, slightly elevate the head of your bed, about 6 inches, to reduce pressure while still maintaining the benefits of side positioning. The improvements from changing your sleep position can be remarkable. Within days, many seniors report more refreshing sleep and increased morning energy. Within weeks, cognitive function often improves as your brain receives consistent oxygen throughout the night. And long-term studies show that proper sleep positioning can reduce cardiovascular events by up to 30% in seniors with existing heart conditions. Your body temperature regulation is closely connected to your sleeping position too. When you're properly positioned for optimal breathing and circulation, your body can more effectively manage its temperature throughout the night. Which brings us to our next critical habit that many seniors get dangerously wrong. Habit number 2. Sleeping in a room that's too warm. There's something deeply comforting about a warm, cozy bedroom, especially for those of us over 70. Many seniors crank up the thermostat before bed, pile on heavy blankets, or use space heaters to create that snug feeling. I understand why, as we age, our bodies often feel colder due to decreased circulation and metabolic changes. But this seemingly innocent comfort habit might be silently endangering your health. As we move into our 70s and beyond, our bodies undergo significant changes in how we regulate temperature. The hypothalamus, essentially your body's internal thermostat, becomes less efficient. Your skin thins, reducing your ability to conserve heat during the day, which often leads to feeling chilly. Paradoxically, these same changes make it harder for your body to cool down during sleep. The temperature regulation mechanisms that worked efficiently in your younger years now struggle to keep up when your bedroom is too warm. The health consequences can be severe. When your sleeping environment is too hot, your heart works overtime trying to cool your body. Blood vessels dilate, increasing cardiovascular strain and raising your blood pressure, precisely when your heart should be resting. This nightly stress can trigger dangerous heart rhythm disturbances. Additionally, excessive warmth causes increased perspiration, leading to nighttime dehydration that thickens your blood and raises stroke risk. Your sleep cycle fractures as your body repeatedly shifts between sleep stages, preventing the deep restorative sleep your brain and body require. Martha Jennings, a 75-year-old retired librarian from Grand Rapids, Michigan, experienced this firsthand. For years, she kept her bedroom at 76 degrees Fahrenheit during winter nights because she couldn't stand feeling cold. She frequently woke feeling exhausted, with heart palpitations that worried her. Her doctor suggested something surprising, lowering her bedroom temperature. Skeptical but desperate, Martha tried reducing her thermostat to 67 degrees Fahrenheit while adding lightweight, breathable layers instead. Within a week, her palpitations diminished significantly, and she began waking feeling truly rested for the first time in years. Sleep specialists now recommend keeping your bedroom between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15.5 to 19.4 degrees Celsius, year-round for optimal sleep quality. During summer months, when outdoor temperatures soar, aim for the lower end of this range if possible. Winter temperatures should still remain in this range, though you may need to adjust your bedding rather than the thermostat. Instead of raising the temperature, create comfortable warmth with breathable layers that can be easily removed. Cotton or bamboo sheets beneath a lightweight comforter allow adequate air circulation. Consider a separate blanket for each person if you share a bed with someone who prefers different temperatures. A ceiling fan on low setting improves ventilation without creating drafts. For tech-savvy seniors, programmable thermostats can automatically lower bedroom temperatures at night and raise them before you wake. The benefits of making this change are remarkable. Cooler sleeping environments promote deeper, more restorative sleep by helping your body reach and maintain the natural temperature drop needed for quality rest. Many seniors report reduced night sweats, lower morning blood pressure readings, and improved mental clarity after adjusting their bedroom temperature. Your heart receives the nightly rest it deserves, reducing strain on your cardiovascular system. This temperature connection extends beyond just your sleep quality. It also impacts how your body processes your evening meal. The cooler your sleeping environment, the more efficiently your digestive system works during the night. This brings us to our next crucial habit that puts seniors at risk: eating heavy meals too late in the evening. If you currently sleep in a warm room, type "cooling down" in the comments to show you're making this important change tonight. Habit number 3. Eating heavy meals too late. That satisfying late dinner after an evening program or a heavy snack while watching the late news might seem harmless, but for those of us over 70, it could be setting the stage for a dangerous night ahead. Many seniors don't realize that the timing of our evening meals becomes increasingly critical as we age. Your digestive system undergoes significant changes after 70. Stomach acid production decreases by nearly 30%, making it harder to break down proteins. Your digestive tract moves food more slowly, sometimes taking twice as long as it did in your 50s. Even your metabolism slows, reducing your body's ability to process calories efficiently during rest. These natural changes transform what was once a simple late dinner into a potential health hazard during sleep. When you lie down with a full stomach, partially digested food can reflux into your esophagus, creating burning discomfort. But the dangers go beyond mere discomfort. For seniors, this acid reflux can silently seep into your airways while sleeping, causing microaspiration, tiny amounts of stomach contents entering your lungs. This increases your risk of aspiration pneumonia, a leading cause of hospitalization in people over 70. Additionally, digesting heavy meals raises your heart rate and blood pressure during hours when your cardiovascular system should be resting, creating unnecessary strain on your heart. William Carpenter, a 73-year-old retired engineer from Austin, Texas, learned this lesson the hard way. For years, he enjoyed substantial dinners around 8:30 p.m. after his evening walks. Although generally healthy, William began experiencing mysterious nighttime coughing fits that sometimes woke him gasping for air. His doctor discovered that William's late dining habits were causing silent reflux during sleep, allowing stomach contents to irritate his airways. These episodes were not only disrupting his sleep, but placing him at risk for more serious respiratory complications. Research from the American Geriatric Society suggests that seniors should finish their last substantial meal at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime. For most older adults, this means completing dinner no later than 7 p.m. if you typically go to bed around 10:30 or 11 p.m. Those with existing conditions like diabetes, heart disease, or GERD benefit from even earlier dinners, ideally by 6 p.m. You don't need to go hungry to follow this guidance. If dinner must happen later, Choose lighter options like baked fish with steamed vegetables or a vegetable soup with whole grain bread. These digest more easily than red meat, fried foods, or pasta with heavy sauces. If you get hungry later in the evening, reach for truly sleep-friendly snacks. Half a banana with a teaspoon of almond butter, a small handful of walnuts, or a warm cup of chamomile tea with a rice cake. These options satisfy hunger without overloading your digestive system. For those evenings when an earlier dinner just isn't possible, perhaps due to social engagements or doctor appointments, try elevating the head of your bed by 6 inches or using a wedge pillow. This positioning uses gravity to help keep stomach contents where they belong, reducing reflux risk even after later meals. The benefits of adjusting your mealtime can be remarkable. Many seniors report waking with more energy, less morning stiffness, and improved mental clarity. Nighttime heartburn disappears, and with it, related sleep disturbances. Many find their morning blood sugar levels stabilize, and some even notice reduced inflammation throughout their bodies. This brings us to our next habit, one that connects directly to your digestive health. Just as what and when you eat matters, what and when you drink becomes increasingly important after 70, particularly in the hours before sleep. Habit number 4, drinking too much liquid before bed. Many of us grew up hearing we should drink 8 glasses of water daily for good health. It's excellent advice, but when you consume those fluids becomes critically important after 70. Finding the right balance between staying properly hydrated and avoiding excessive nighttime bathroom trips can literally be a life or death matter for seniors. As we age, our bodies undergo significant changes in how we process fluids. Your bladder capacity decreases by nearly 1/3. Kidney function typically declines, making it harder to concentrate urine during sleep. Meanwhile, the signals between your bladder and brain become less efficient, often creating sudden urgency with little warning. These natural changes transform that innocent evening glass of water into a potential hazard during the overnight hours. The consequences extend far beyond mere inconvenience. Each nighttime trip to the bathroom increases your fall risk dramatically. When you wake from deep sleep, your blood pressure hasn't had time to stabilize before standing, creating a dangerous drop called orthostatic hypotension that can cause dizziness and falls. Even without falling, repeatedly interrupting your sleep cycles fragments your rest, preventing the deep sleep stages critical for memory consolidation and cellular repair. Over time, this disruption is linked to accelerated cognitive decline and weakened immune function. Consider Barbara Mitchell, a 78-year-old retired nurse from San Diego. Following conventional wisdom, she drank several glasses of water each evening to catch up on her daily hydration. Despite installing bathroom grab bars and night lights, she experienced a serious fall during a 2 a.m. bathroom trip, resulting in a hip fracture that complicated her health for months. Working with her doctor, Barbara adjusted her fluid intake pattern, focusing on morning and early afternoon hydration, then tapering off after 6 p.m. Within weeks, her nighttime bathroom trips decreased from 4 to just 1, significantly reducing her fall risk while maintaining proper hydration. The key is finding balance. Dehydration poses its own serious risks for seniors, including increased risk of urinary tract infections, kidney issues, and confusion. The goal isn't eliminating fluids, but strategically timing them. Focus on front-loading your hydration, consuming about 70% of your daily fluids before 2 p.m. Gradually decrease intake as evening approaches. If you take medications requiring water in the evening, use just enough to swallow pills comfortably, usually about 2 ounces. Evening beverage choices matter tremendously. Avoid alcohol within 3 hours of bedtime. It increases urine production while reducing your awareness of bladder signals. Caffeine in any form after 2 p.m. can stimulate both your bladder and brain. Instead, if thirsty in the evening, try a small cup of warm herbal tea like chamomile, or a few sips of tart cherry juice, which actually supports healthy sleep patterns. For those nights when bathroom trips are inevitable, safety improvements become essential. Install motion-activated night lights, creating a clear path to the bathroom. Keep a supportive chair beside your bed to stabilize yourself before standing. And consider a properly fitted bedside commode for those with mobility challenges, far safer than rushing to the bathroom half awake. The benefits of adjusting your fluid timing extend beyond safety. Many seniors report more refreshing, uninterrupted sleep. Morning brain fog often lifts as sleep cycles complete properly. Some even notice improved daytime energy and better concentration after just a week of changed habits. By integrating all 4 habits we've discussed, proper sleeping position, cooler bedroom temperature, earlier lighter dinners, and strategic fluid timing, you create a comprehensive approach to safer, more restorative sleep after 70. Let me know in the comments which of these 4 habits you plan to change first. We've uncovered 4 bedtime habits that silently threaten your health after 70. Sleeping in the wrong position, keeping your bedroom too warm, eating late heavy meals, and improper evening fluid intake. These might seem like small matters, but they can truly mean the difference between waking up energized or not waking up at all. Tonight, I challenge you to implement just one change, perhaps sleeping on your left side or lowering your thermostat. Then share your experience in the comments below. Subscribe for more life-extending wisdom for seniors. Remember, you've earned these golden years, and with these simple adjustments, you can enjoy them with the vibrant health you deserve.